Ever wonder how some people seem to live on cruise ships at no cost? It's not luck, and it's not just about winning big. It's about a strategy I call casino social engineering. Today, I'm breaking down the exact blueprint we use to get the house to pay for our next 200 days at sea. That's right, 200 days at sea for this year. We are busy having fun at the slots and tables. Before you lay a single dollar down, you need to understand one thing. The casino isn't a gambling center. It's an entertainment center. The minute you walk through those doors, the casino has already won. They are in the business of providing an experience. And your bet level? That's just your entrance fee. You're paying to see the outcome. If you go in with the mindset that you're spending on the show, and this is the only show that sometimes pays you back, you've already won the psychological game. Here's your first rule for staying sharp. Limit your alcohol consumption while you're working. We've learned this the hard way. One too many drinks and your entire budget can vanish in one sitting. And speaking of budget, only play with what you can afford to spend. A good rule of thumb for everybody, your budget for the trip should be exactly what you would have spent to buy that next cruise. That way, the spend is already accounted for. I didn't invent this system alone. This is the result of years spent at points and miles conferences and trading secrets with the casino YouTube community. What I'm sharing is the crowdsourced wisdom of people who refuse to pay retail for luxury. But to make it work, you have to stay sharp. Let's continue talking about this. Let's talk about the most overlooked part of social engineering, looking the part. A casino host wants to invite people who look like they belong in a 5-star environment. This is where we have a secret weapon. Cass uses her painting and art skills to create custom, fun, and dressy outfits specifically for our casino nights. When you're wearing a one-of-a-kind piece, you aren't just another person at the slot machine. You're a conversation starter. You become memorable. When you eventually walk up to that host, they already recognize you as the artist or the stylish player. You've already won them over before you say a word. Let's talk about financial logistics. Don't be the person carrying $5,000 in cash through an airport. It's a security risk you don't need. Before I tell you about our process, know that we are not in any way affiliated, sponsored, or endorsed by any of the financial institutions I am about to mention. We use the Charles Schwab Investor Checking Debit Card. This debit card is a game changer because they offer unlimited ATM fee rebates worldwide. Whether you're at a high-fee ATM on the ship or in a foreign port, Schwab wipes those fees out, usually at the end of the month. It's the easiest way to access your bankroll without the gotcha fees most travelers just accept as part of their trip. Once you're on board, you have a choice. Many casinos charge a 3 to 5% fee to charge to your room for chips. But by qualifying at a high-paying level, the fee can be waived. You can also chase massive point miles rewards by using a card like Citibank Double Cashback for 2% back or the Robinhood Gold for 3% back. Again, we are not sponsored by these banks or any other merchant. We just love using them. By charging your play to your room and paying it off with these cards, you are also manufacturing points. The pain is having to walk away with $3,000 to $5,000 in cash off that ship that you should deposit back into your bank, preferably at the bank teller and only to be done when you deboard from USA ports. But you can rack up over 50,000 points a year. That's your airfare to the next port, paid for by the house. Now, let's get you to that cruise. Don't be a ghost. The casino cannot reward who they do not know. Find the casino host immediately when you walk into the casino. Be transparent. Tell them, I'm here to enjoy the casino this weekend, and I'm looking to earn a complimentary cruise. Yeah, with those words, or that tone. What's the theoretical play I need to hit to make that happen? You are defining the terms of your entrance fee right out of the gate. When you go to the tables to play, the social engineering continues. Introduce yourself to the table supervisor. Let them know you are playing for a free cruise and at what level. These are the people rating your play. If they like you and they know what you're after, they're much more likely to fatten your rating. Then take care of your dealers. Every time you win a hand, give them a small tip. $2 is a good amount, maybe even $4. The tip keeps the energy high and ensures the supervisor sees you as a player they want to keep coming back. Our primary vehicles are blackjack, tables, and the buffalo slots. Of course, I'm talking about high-limit blackjack tables. They offer the best odds and the most time on device for your money. But if the table or slots are cold or crowded, pivot to roulette, high-limit roulette. It's a great way to keep your average bet high and maintain your rating while you wait for a better card flow or slot. Remember, you aren't chasing a win. You're putting in the time to earn the reward. Don't expect to win. If you walk away with more than you started, that's just good luck and a blessing. The real win is the 5-star cruise the casino is going to hand you for simply being a savvy guest. If you want my specific scripts for talking to the pit bosses, comment cruise below and I'll send them over. Now, let's talk about the black box, the rating system. Most people think you get a free cruise by losing money. And some people would say the more you lose, the more you cruise. Some of that is a myth. The casino tracks your value using something called theoretical win. When you sit at a table, the supervisor is looking at two things, your average bet and your time on device or table. They aren't just watching your chips, they are checking their watch. For most cruise lines, they want to see at least 4 hours play per day. We have met people that play 10 hours a day and only bet $3 to $5 per slot pool and get high status with the casino. But as you can see, that requires you work at the casino like a full-time job while you're on a cruise when you're supposed to be having fun. That is not what we like to do, and if you run the math, your risk level should be relatively the same at a higher play level and fewer hours of work and more fun on the cruise. If you're betting $25 to $50 a hand for 4 hours, the math tells the casino you're a high-value guest. Regardless of whether you walk away up or down, we usually play at the $100 to $150 level at the tables to get a balcony cabin. On a cruise, your points are cumulative for that specific sailing. This is how you unlock your next vacation before you even dock or leave the ship. Generally, it's a tiered system. Most cruise lines will offer you an interior cabin if you get 2,500 points or more. You hit the 6,500 point mark, now you're looking at a balcony cabin. Cross that 10,000 to 15,000 point threshold, and some casinos, cruise lines will give you mini suites, and even some of the VIP treatment starts rolling in. Other unseen benefits while on the cruise can be a complimentary specialty dinner for two, massages at the spa, and those are very expensive usually, or other spa treatments like a haircut, nails, etc. Sometimes they even give you excursions if you are playing at a high level. So, our suggestion, play big or many hours the first few days to achieve these benefits and get that spa availability, as they tend to sell out closer to the end of the cruise. The beauty of our system, staying sharp, dressing the part, and tipping the staff, is that it ensures the person holding the tablet records your highest average bet. If the supervisor likes you, they might fatten your numbers, and we love it when they fatten their numbers. This is why we do the social engineering. Everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, especially the dealers, and therefore your supervisors are happy about that. This always tends to get us a balcony cabin. So let's talk about the instant rewards, which is on the cruise ship, versus the monthly offers. Instant rewards. These are the certificates they put under your door on the last night. These are based strictly on the points you earned on this specific cruise. The monthly offers, on the other hand, those come via email weeks later, sometimes even through the mail, snail mail. These are based on your average daily theoretical play over your last few trips. This is why one cruise focus is so important. It sets the baseline for your future junket offers. At the end of the day, we want you to be customers rather than gamblers. Customers have power. Gamblers have hope. Let's get you on the water with us.
Cass here. Thanks for watching and for making it this far. If you are interested in any of the casino fits, like some of the examples that we showed in this video, or some of the ones that I'm showing you now, whether it's stylish blazers, your next pair of lucky socks, or just something fun, festive, or if you're just looking for some unique clothing, Feel free to shop on my Etsy store for 10% off using code FRIENDS10. We hope to see you there, and thanks for joining Laid Off Takeoff. Hope to see you on a cruise.